Because we're so thin with veterans that the learning process from the upperclassmen isn't there right now. So it's taking a longer time for them to understand the game at this level. The biggest thing I always think is the speed of the game and the physicality of the game. And for them, they're not going to get it till they scrimmage like we did with St. A's and Regis, because we don't have it in practice because there's so many new players.
Our focus is very short term, where I think last year we came in with a veteran group that we said, okay, let's go for this NEWMAC championship. We sort of set our goals long term, whereas I think now we're just focused on day to day, working on the little things and taking it game by game, because at the end we want to put ourselves in a position to have an NCAA bid.
Giovanna and Taylor will have a lot of minutes out there, so they're going to have to be key at having a good season. I think stay healthy is huge for us, but I think their leadership has already carried over in practice. I think the upperclassmen tend to be looked at a lot by newcomers, and these kids too have just always rose to the occasion. They work hard, they have great work ethic, they do the little things right.
We want to reclaim that title this year, but I think, like I said, we are really focused on short term right now. I think the preparation is in building mental toughness, because when you get down in the stretch, the season's a long season, so it's sort of like enduring those games, day by day, practice by practice, so that we put ourselves in a position that, when it comes down to the last shot, that we're the ones on the winning boards.
Going into playing this weekend up at Amherst, it doesn't get better than Amherst and tough. So I think they're ready for it, mentally, but I think the NEWMAC is almost a different season for us. I think we prepare a little different because there's so much more it's on the line for it.
What's great about our schedule is that we have our non-conference games before we start NEWMAC play, because I think we play teams like Tufts and maybe Amherst this weekend, which are top-ranked teams in the NCAA. So it really prepares us for when we get into those NEWMAC games. Kind of regardless of outcome, it's just being in those battles and seeing what it's like to play against competition like that.
We just have to make sure we're moving forward, and that everybody has the same mentality that every practice is so important to us. And we've always had the philosophy that, you can't look ahead. You got to make sure day by day that we're getting better. I know they're dying to win that NEWMAC title back, but I think they know realistically how difficult that is every year, and not to take it for granted. So I think they have a good perspective on just making sure that everybody buys in that every game and every practice is critical to the success down the road.